In this video, we're going to show you how to shape the crown on the basic baby hat knitting pattern by Kirsty MacLeod you'll find on gathered.how. It's a simple stocking stitch baby hat, and we're going to start at the section where you work on shaping the crown. So here on screen are the instructions that you'll need to get up to the point where we're going to start filming. This is a lovely stocking stitch pattern, worked in alternate rows of knit and purl stitch, with a changing stripe in the pattern where for every 4 rows of one colour you then stitch 2 rows of the other colour to give you a lovely stripe pattern throughout your baby hat. We're showing the 0 to 6 month size of baby hat from our basic baby hat knitting pattern. So once your knitting measures 13 centimetres from your cast on edge, then you're ready to start shaping your crown. For the 0 to 6 month size, this means we're working a stitch pattern where we knit 8 stitches, then knit 2 together in the first row. We'll start by knitting 8 stitches, and now we knit 2 stitches together. Now we knit 8 stitches, and now we knit 2 stitches together. We're going to continue this all the way to the end of the row. So knit 8 stitches, knit 2 together, knit 8 stitches, knit 2 together, again and again until we run out of stitches on the row. Because we've knitted some stitches together, we've made the row shorter, and you can see how the sides of the knitting are starting to come in after that first row. For the second row of the crown shaping, we're just going to turn our work and work an entire row of purl. We're continuing like this in the pattern, with alternate rows of knit and purl. For every knit row that you go up in the pattern, you're going to bring the number of knit stitches before your knit 2 together down each time. So for the row 1 we just saw, we did knit 8, knit 2 together. For row 3, it's knit 7, knit 2 together. Row 5, it's knit 6, knit 2 together. Row 7, it's knit 5, knit 2 together. So each time, the number of knit stitches before your knit 2 together is coming down 1. We're coming back to our video right at the end of row 12, which was a purl row. Making all of those knit 2 togethers on our knit rows means that we've had a lot of shaping in our hat. We've made the rows shorter and shorter each time, and you can see how the top of the hat, the sides are really coming together to give you that nice narrowing shape to keep your baby's head nice and warm. For row 13, we've worked those knit blocks down to knit 2. So knit 2 together all the way along the row until you run out of stitches. Turn your work and work a row of purl stitch. The top of the baby hat is really starting to shape together, but we've still got 2 more rows of the pattern to knit. Row 15, the stitch pattern is knit 1, knit 2 together. Repeat all the way to the end of the row. Row 16 is the last row of the pattern, so rather than purl every stitch as we have been doing in the alternate rows, this time we're going to purl 2 stitches together all the way along the row. now we've only got a few stitches left on our needle, and we're going to break the yarn ready to secure those stitches. To do this, we're leaving just a couple of inches of both colours of thread at the end of the knitting, and we're just snipping through the yarn, leaving those thread tails hanging loose. We'll take one of the thread tails and thread it into a darning needle. We're then threading that darning needle through those remaining stitches, starting from the side where the knitting thread is hanging and threading all the way through the stitches along the needle before slipping those stitches off the needle and pulling tight. Your hat is now ready to stitch up. Working along the side seam, we recommend putting your right sides together so the outside of your hat is facing inwards, and then working along the side seam, sewing up the two edges and making sure that the stripe patterns match up throughout.